All right, let's get started. Welcome all government students. Today we're going to talk about propaganda. We are now getting into our next unit, all about the election, and just kind of learning about how the election goes and how they use the media to manipulate our opinions and help us make our own opinions. And propaganda is a big piece of that. I'm sure you guys have heard of the word propaganda before. You've definitely talked about it in other history classes, but if you haven't, just kind of what is it, okay? This is just an overview. It's just using ideas, information, or rumors to influence opinions. Not necessarily lying, okay, or being deceptive, but it's also not objective either. Propaganda can really do one side or the other side. So think about Republican and Democrats. A Republican isn't going to put out an ad about how great Democrats are, right? They want to make the Republicans look better. Same with the Democrats. They want to make their party look better or their candidates look better. Think about here at school. We have propaganda everywhere in the hallways right now. What's some of the main propaganda you see in the hallways? Wearing a mask, wash your hands. So it's not lying or deceptive. It's just like these are things you should be doing every day. And those things help slow the spread. So propaganda is a lot of ads, newspaper ads, pictures, radio commercials, TV ads, YouTube ads. All of that stuff goes under the big umbrella of propaganda. There are several different types of propaganda. So we're going to go through each type because you'll have to tell me what type is being used on your assignment on propaganda. First type of propaganda is labeling theory. As you can see, I have two pictures of Obama. One says hope and one says socialist. These are pictures that were put out during his first campaign, his first term when he ran for president. These two pictures are just giving him a label. So it's just associating a candidate or a position with something good or bad. So in one picture, hope, in the other picture, socialist, which people can see as a bad picture. So that's just kind of what labeling theory is. Literally giving someone a label. I see labeling theory all the time on Twitter. Especially if you follow President Trump, you see a lot of his tweets are using labeling theory because I think it's an easy way to get out the message, especially when you only have a certain amount of characters you can use. So Twitter is a perfect example of when people use labeling theory. Spin. This happens all the time, right? We're spinning stuff. This is just interpreting a political event or statement from a particular point of view. You guys, we grew up now in a 24-hour news cycle, so we really can listen to the news that we want to listen to. We don't have to listen to all of it. So we're kind of spinning our own stuff every single day. Third one, card stacking. This is when you only get one side of the facts to support your position. Every president does this. They're only going to give you one side of the facts, okay? COVID's kind of the first time we've really seen both sides of what's coming, and I think that's because they had to, because so many people have lost their lives to COVID. So we're really starting to see both sides, especially in a pandemic. So propaganda, I feel like, is kind of changing during times of crisis like what we're in. Transfer. This is just associating a patriotic symbol with a candidate. That's Amy Klobuchar. She's one of our senators. This is an older photo, so she looks a little different now. But she has a flag in the background. Every political candidate you're going to see wearing a little American flag on their suit or wearing some sort of American flag, I don't know, something on their outfit, okay? Every political candidate or senator or United States House Representative member wants to have some sort of patriotic symbol, and they're going to associate that with the candidate. Plain folks, I always think this one's kind of funny, because every presidential candidate tries to connect with us. But every presidential candidate's very rich, and every presidential candidate does not live lives like we do, okay? Bernie Sanders tried to do this really well, and I think a lot of people liked him for that reason, but Bernie Sanders is really rich, and a lot of people don't see that. But plain folks is just identifying with us. So that's Mitt Romney. He ran a few years ago. I'm sure you guys remember that name. He's pumping gas. Hillary Clinton, she tried to do it when she ran for president. She did a whole photo op at the New York subway, and she couldn't figure out how to put the card in to ride the subway, to pay. Like, her card to go in the token. I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of funny that all these candidates try to act like us, and it's not always working. Trump, I think, posted a few photos on Air Force One eating McDonald's, all right? So these are all plain folk strategies that are propaganda. Testimonial. This is the big one. This is just when a celebrity endorses you. Taylor Swift, I saw, just put on Instagram, she's endorsing Biden. Katy Perry, I know, endorsed Hillary Clinton when she ran. She sang a ton of songs. So every president is going to have some sort of celebrity give a testimonial as to why you should vote for them. Bandwagon. This happens especially now. We're less than 30 days from the election. Bandwagon is when people are like, you might as well just support me because you have no one else to support. You're just urging voters to support a candidate because everyone else is. Jump on the bandwagon. Everyone's voting for them. So that's really what bandwagon is. And I know you guys like to think you're very individual and you have your own ideas, but a lot of times things come down to bandwagon. Look at even like simple stuff like the flu shot, okay? Everyone else is getting it, so I might as well. Like that's just an example of a bandwagon. All right, that's it for propaganda. Hopefully you guys are trucking along with your assignments. Let me know if you need anything.